next challenge is entitled, Is the String a Palindrome? A palindrome is a word that is identical forward and backwards. Consider the words mom, race car, and kayak. Feel free to read them going right to left and you'll see that they are the same. So given a word, create a function that checks whether it is a palindrome. They told us mom was, so naturally that returns true. Scary you can see as not. You start spelling out SC. You see from the back it goes YR. That's not even close. Reviver is REVIVER. Yep. And stress would be no. It starts with an S here, but you can see from the back it starts with a D. So definitely not. It says all test input is lowercase, but you could certainly enforce that as well. So let's get on to the code. Please pause and implement this yourself and resume when you're ready. So for me, the solution's not long, but I'm gonna make a little helper method anyway. Private static string we're gonna return, and this is just gonna be reverse. It's gonna take care of the lifting for me there in terms of getting a reversed string. So I'll say string text, just some generic name for the parameter. And then I can go, let's do, we're going to convert this into a character array first. And that would be text to char array, if you recall that method. Then, another method we've used in the past, we can say array reverse result, and this will reverse the characters in this character array. And then finally we have to give that back as a string so I can compare apples to apples. So to say what I'm doing here explicitly, the strategy is to reverse the string and compare it to itself. If they're equal, then I know I'm dealing with a palindrome. So that's where I was going with this. And then we'll say return new string result. So I can pass this result, this character array, in the string constructor to make a new string in place here that I am returning for this function. So that makes life pretty easy up here where I can say return string is equal to reverse string. If they are, then I know it's a palindrome. So let's check this out. The name array does not exist, sure. Here was the array reverse. You know how to look these up by now. And notice system namespace, so let's bring that in. Using system. Alright, are you happy now? Cool, looks good. Yeah, so that was one strategy for doing it, just reverse the string and compare it to itself. You could go another route, maybe you did something cool like you were peeling characters off the front and the back and comparing them one by one like that, and then you'd go to the second character, provided the first characters match, the ones on the front and the end, maybe you went two characters in from the front and the back, compared those, and I think you have an opportunity to do less work there. It's a little more coding to write out, but the nice part of that is if you had a long string, once you encounter an inconsistency, you can immediately exit and be done. So that'd be a pretty cool strategy to use too. If you use something like that, yeah, definitely share it. That'd be cool. The other thing you could have done is we could have checked the input too. They guaranteed us in their instructions, but you know how we're paranoid and a lot of times we check. So we could have simply said string input equals string. Is it too lower, I think? Let's see if that gets, I'll refresh this so it doesn't submit on me. Go back to code, paste, Yeah, and that guarantees it's in lower at this point, but then of course I have to say input, there where I'm dealing with the so yeah, there you go. We didn't need it, but would have been a nice way to enforce that and guarantee it. We wouldn't have to rely on the outside world to do the right thing, because we know they often don't. But yeah, there you have it. As usual, hit me up with questions. I hope this was useful, and we'll see you in the next video.